We are live. What's going on, everybody? My name's Drew. I'm here with my co-host Raj.
What up?
Welcome to the Wednesday water cooler episode of Highly Unlikely. New name. See what we think. If anybody doesn't like it, go fuck yourself. We're running with it. How you doing, bro?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good, dude. I just found out my Christmas is gonna be ruined, basically.
Well, hey, let's rewind a little bit.
Telling you,
we had some co-hosts.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Right?
I guess we didn't even address that.
Yeah. I'm gonna address it. I don't know how you come in my studio bringing that shit near me, but I'm gonna address it right now, man. Okay. We never have guests on the show.
First time ever.
We're like 50th. Let's have some people over. I was like, should I cancel? I thought about it. I'm like, we all right?
Why do you think about canceling?
Just because of that reason. Yeah, real talk. So, regardless, someone, because I don't want to say no names.
You can say names. Fuck you, Lauren.
Okay.
Lauren, you piece of shit. You almost fucking killed me and my co-host. What the fuck?
So, yeah, basically, Cloud of Judgment's no longer welcome in the studio. I'm gonna need to see like 6 negative Rona tests, just like the NBA does. And no, real talk. But it was a wake up call, though. Real talk, though.
Oh, dude,
we all had to go get tested.
So just to give the backstory quickly.
Unofficial, by the way, I still haven't got my results back.
I got mine negative. Your girl's negative. Everybody who got tested.
And they said too on the thing they'll call you if you're positive.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
but the backstory is Noah's girl went for lunch with 2 friends who she hadn't seen in a long time, and one of them is my buddy's girl, and then this other random. It turns out the random was who I'm just calling her random because I don't know her, but she was sick, had gotten COVID test, didn't say anything, and still went to fucking lunch. You dumb whore.
This is why this shit's out of control.
Bro, like that is so disrespectful and like so self-centered and like just selfish. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you can't not go for lunch? Like, that's so ridiculous to me.
I had to tell people to go get tested and they're like super worried. Yeah, obviously couldn't be near my old man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was just like, fuck, total wake up call.
Yeah.
So, but good episode nonetheless. It was pretty funny.
It went off the rails by the end.
Never seen 4 guys talk about cock so much, but whatever.
Buddy, that's every episode of their podcast.
But no, it was good to have those guys, and yeah, we'll I don't know, maybe not have them on for a little while. No disrespect, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, anyways, good to have them on though.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was
for those who haven't listened, check out last week's episode. We only did one that week.
I already got someone texting me pictures of episode 50.
Yeah?
Yeah, and they're just like, let's see.
Yeah, it was funny shit.
Yeah, I had a good laugh, man. Oh, he's like, text me. He's like, another beautiful day at the office.
Fuck yeah,
with
let's
that
go.
episode number.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So, yeah, no. It was fun though. I had a good time with those guys. So
they're good shit, man. It's fun, like bringing someone on and them just being able to just go.
Yeah, it switches up the vibe big time too, and sometimes it gets tricky with 4 people just because you don't want to cut someone off. And I found I was cutting a lot of people off, so sorry about that. But
dude, by the end you were just yelling at shit.
Yeah. That's that brown sauce, son. But no, it was fun though. So that's the issue sometimes with 4 people. It can get a bit much, but whatever. First time doing it, I thought we did all right. Yeah, it's only going to get better from here on in. So
it was great. It helps that they have their own podcast. So like, you'd start saying something and we'd all know to shut up. Trey would start saying something, about, you know what I mean? Like, it worked out pretty good.
Yeah, no, I thought it was pretty funny.
But yeah, we went from like, so long story short, we're negative. We're all negative. Noah doesn't have to see his girl for all of Christmas. Same with Brett, which is hilarious.
I was going to ask you, so how does that work now? What is she doing? Is she actually really isolating?
Yeah, 2 week. Yeah, 100% she is. 2-week quarantine, and then she's going to take a test at the end of 2 weeks and make sure she tests negative.
Do they live together?
Pardon? No.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, if they lived together, 100% Noah would have been positive.
Okay, I didn't know that they didn't live together.
Yeah. No, they don't live together. He just like saw her for a quick second, like the day before, and then was like, yeah, exactly, bro. Noah was saying, he's like, yeah, dude, we did it from the back, the safe way.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Glory holes. You want to just talk strictly safety here.
Yeah. 100%. Bonnie Henry said wear masks and don't face each other during sex. So fuck, we're just following the rules of the law. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we had a COVID scare last week, then I also just found out my dad has COVID now too, which. For those who know my dad, I'm not going to say I'm happy that he got it, but I'm kind of happy that he got it. Because this fucker has been saying the whole time, shit's fake, it's not real, it's just bullshit. Has not been following any rules whatsoever.
So on the, we obviously hear people asymptomatic, and then we hear people like, R&B singer Jeremiah almost died.
Yep.
Like, so what are his symptoms that he's...
Oh, dude, he was like bedridden last week. Like full on bedridden. And he's the one who's like, nah, dude, there's no symptoms, it's fake. Like, so I'm not. He's obviously made it through most of it, and he's gonna be cleared up in a week here. Like I said, I'm not happy that he got it, but I'm kind of happy that he got it.
Right.
But that means no Christmas at my dad's house.
Right.
Which kind of blows.
Does it though?
Dude, I like Christmas.
No, I like Christmas too. But you got 5 basketball games on and a Minnesota Viking football game, so like real talk. So.
Yeah, for you, you're a nut bar though. I don't really give a shit. Like
yeah,
for me, like
I know, yeah.
I've got like.
So what are you gonna do then?
Well, that's the thing is like normally at my pops, like I've got a big family, right? Like
for sure, yeah,
huge. Yeah. So at my pops,
he's always got like the. Everyone goes to his place.
Exactly on Christmas, and usually it's like okay.
Not even Christmas. Everyone always goes to his place. Yeah.
But like on Christmas, it's like even more so. It's
for
like
sure, yeah. I could totally picture that.
The whole family, and then the whole work crew, and then just everybody shows up, right? Friends, bunch of people I know, extended family. It's fun, right? Like everybody drinks, has a good time. Joe puts on a wicked spread for everybody. It's dope.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
And so this year, obviously, won't have that. So it'll be.
So what are you gonna do then?
Well, so this thing, because like I've got 4 sides of the family. I got my mom's dads, stepmom, stepdads, and so the tradition is always Christmas Eve.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Dude. It is a lot of work, dude. But this is the thing: is we have a schedule. So Christmas Eve.
I see that. I don't want to have a schedule. On
not scheduled, but just like this is every single year. It's the same, so you don't have to really worry about it.
Right.
So Christmas Eve always is my mom's side of the family.
Christmas Eve,
okay. And then I crash at my mom's place. We wake up, have Christmas at their place with our close, intimate, immediate family there.
Okay.
And then I bomb over to my pop's place at like 1:00. We have our little Christmas, and then people start showing up at the house around 5. And then the next day I have Christmas with my stepdad, and that's just how it works.
Actually, you know what's cool about that? You get to experience it 3 times.
Yep, it's good, man.
It's not a bad gig.
No, it's fun.
So in that respect, yeah, pretty cool. I think that's kind of cool. Me, not a fan of the leg work. You know what I'm saying?
But you're like NBA fuck
perfect
family,
time
bro.
to be zooming in on Christmas. You know what I mean?
Shit, right?
But that's cool, man. That's cool. If it's up your alley and you like that shit, good for you, Doc. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tight with my whole fam, and I got like, especially on my dad's side, everyone's fucking fun. Like I'm really close with all my siblings; they're hilarious too, right? So we always have a good time when we're together. So it's not like I'm sure some people genuinely don't like being around their family.
Yeah, that's too bad. But
like I know a lot of people that are like that. Like
yeah, that's not me for sure. So.
I know you're not. But for some
that'd
people,
be shitty though. I could never even imagine that. You know what I'm saying? So
like some people going home sucks, or they just don't have anywhere to go. Like you know what I mean, or live in a different place. So like, as much as I don't enjoy my roommate, like in any sense of the word, Max, if you're listening, you're.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I hope he's not listening.
No. If he's listening, you're. But he's gonna be alone all Christmas.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I remember he was very worried about the COVID in the beginning.
Yeah, he was.
How's he doing now with it?
He's still kind of like that, but it's died way down.
Okay.
Like he goes and sees his friends here and there, his 2 friends or whatever it is.
He's like fully flipped to the other side now.
Pretty much, dude. Yeah. Dude, he bought a piano the other day.
And your place you're living
like
in?
A Yamaha like keyboard, like electric keyboard. Yeah, he's been shredding that bitch.
Oh, how's that going?
I'll come home and he's like ripping it and it's loud, but he'll put in headphones so he's like respectful.
Oh, I was gonna say yeah, or you could have the noise canceling headphones.
Dude, if I'm not gonna be wearing noise canceling headphones because he wants to rip piano, fuck you.
I guess, but you know.
But
is he good?
Dude, that's what I was like, dude, like do you play? He's like, no, but my friends are gonna teach me. So I came home the other day and he was actually like stringing together a song. Okay. It sounded pretty fucking decent.
Okay.
But he's gonna be.
Next thing you know, you guys are both gonna have a band. I'll be like, oh fuck, dude.
Oh, but he's gonna be playing that piano all alone all Christmas. Poor fucker.
So, oh man. What else been up to, man? Fuck.
It's been a weird week, bro. It's been really weird.
What the fuck happened?
Dude, I was like stressing with this whole COVID thing. Cause Saturday,
You in the beginning weren't really worried.
No, I wasn't
about COVID.
No.
You're like, but now when it's
no.
kind of on you,
I'm not worried about like me being sick.
Oh, like about just now, you weren't worried.
No. Like even if I got sick, I have no worry about anything with that.
Right. Yeah.
What I was worried about though was, I have a really hard time like being at home and doing nothing. Like I hate it. So I have to be doing something.
Isolating would be difficult.
Dude, I did one day, like the first night on Friday when we found out, right? And then we got tested this Saturday. So on Friday, I fucking did laundry, cleaned my room, vacuumed. I was reading books. I played fucking poker. I played chess. I got caught up on like all my shit, right? I'm like, fuck yeah, this is gonna be productive. All day
just like
Saturday,
a speed freak, just going hard,
straight up, bro.
Yeah.
And then all day Saturday, I was like, dude, this is gonna be my next 2 weeks. I'm gonna be alone and doing nothing because I had nothing to do, bro.
But that's like a real thing, you know?
Yeah, dude. And I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna be able to see my family over Christmas. I'm gonna be with this dweeb locked in this tiny little apartment.
It's crazy how if you just experience a little bit of it and you can just see how fucking shitty it's gonna be.
Bro.
And then the people that actually gotta like, go through it, fuck.
I can't imagine like going through it and then actually being sick, ending up in the hospital.
I can see why you're like super depressed, I guess, right? You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you see like that chick in the Cayman Islands? Like,
no.
So the Cayman Islands, you go there, you have to, as soon as you land, you have to self-quarantine for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
She goes, and her boyfriend's like in some jet skiing competition. So
Like
she's
doing tricks?
I guess, I don't know. I don't even know what a fucking jet skiing competition is. Like a race, I guess, maybe.
Dude, there's some guys that like huck backflips and shit. It's nuts.
Yeah. It's not my gig, bro.
White boy
anyway,
stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I can see you're super geeked about it, but
Dude, it's fun.
So she obviously doesn't do it, goes to the competition.
Yep.
Gets busted. 4-month prison sentence.
Yo.
No play in the Cayman Islands, son.
Really?
So yeah, she's trying to appeal, but and people are like, "Yo, I see that she broke the law, but first time you're giving her 4 months," and I'm just like, "Yo, if that's the law, that's the law. Lock the bitch up."
I get it. Like you're setting a precedent. Like you don't get to come to our country and do whatever you want. Like you got to respect our rules.
And this is what they're saying: if we don't give you a harsh penalty, people are just gonna not take us serious.
Yeah, 100%. I get it.
Lock that bitch up.
How bad do you think prison is over there?
Weather's nice.
Dude, it must be a sweat box, bro. Being in a cement.
Some human ass shit for sure.
Ugh, bro. It's brutal shit.
And if you got like that nappy hair, it can't be good in the humidity, bro.
Was she black?
I don't know. I'm just saying, if you got that hair, it ain't good for you, bro.
Dude, I don't think it's good for anybody.
I don't mind the heat.
I
could do time in the Caymans.
Oh, I hate the heat, bro. Because you can't get cold if you're hot. If I'm cold, I can bundle up more. If I'm sweating my dick off with like just in shorts and came in prison, bro, I ain't getting cooled down.
Yeah.
For 4 months, I'm not getting cooled down.
But like the heat doesn't really bother me though. It doesn't really like I like the heat.
Yeah.
So to me, I just be like, dope. It's nice and warm all the time. I'm in.
Nah. I see. I'm that white boy who like in middle school, like it's like February and -5. I'm wearing shorts, flexing on hoes.
Yeah, I do not understand people like that. Okay.
Okay.
It's like fucking -1 snowing, and you always seen the white dude in shorts. It's just like, really,
dude. In middle
like,
school,
what are you doing in the summer, bro?
It was wearing pants.
Like, Jesus,
it was a way to flex though, bro. Because you're like, look, all these bitches think I'm hot, bro. I can fucking wear shorts in this cold. I'm strong as fuck. Nothing
I'm like super bundled in a parka and like basically a walking sleeping bag. Yeah, I'm not good in the cold, bro. Dude. Even like my old job, I like the heated jacket where you put the battery in and
oh shit.
Yeah, like you know the battery you put in a drill. You can plug it in the jacket. Like you take the battery out of the drill, or you plug it in the jacket, and the jacket's heated from the chest and the back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's dope.
But yeah, so like yeah, I'm a little bitch when it comes to the cold, bro.
You are. You like look at the size of your fucking umbrella, bro. That
Yo,
thing is
okay, here's the thing with the umbrella. If you got your backpack on, your shit's wet. If you got that little small umbrella,
but you don't
that
need
only
3
keeps the top
city
of your
blocks
head.
worth of coverage, bro.
Nah,
that thing is huge.
Golf umbrella, man. My shit dry, son. Fuck your little rinky dinky umbrella that just keeps this part of your fucking head dry.
Dude, you ever wear one of those, like the visor umbrellas?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Shit? Those are,
yeah.
dude, not even as a kid. Those things are nuts.
Of my dad when we built a fence like way long ago. It's funny you say this, and I like can vividly remember it was the rainbow colored. Like
hell yeah.
Like oh man, it's pretty. I don't remember shit in my life, bro, but I remember that though.
That's the most Asian thing you've ever done in your life.
Yeah, it's clearly yeah. Fuck yeah, man. It's pretty funny.
What do you want to talk about? I quickly want to touch on the fights.
Kids?
Some going right back to last week's episode.
Might have to edit that out.
It's all good, dude. We said some heinous shit last week. That's pretty.
Yeah,
late.
it's pretty fucked up, man.
Yeah, it was good times. We watched Mr. Hands live. Good video.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the fights because not the Mike Tyson fights, but like some of the UFC fights that happened because we did not like really talk about them last week.
No, Figueiredo Moreno fight of the year contender.
Dude, unfucking real.
Yeah. What was that one round? I just fucking deleted all my notes too. I'm like, oh, we talked about some of this. Delete everything. I just did that before you came over too. Sweet.
Got really excited.
He
got. Are you talking about the point that got deducted?
That was legit though.
Okay, I was gonna ask you. Do you agree with it?
Yeah, that was legit.
I completely agree with it. He got poked in the eye twice and then kicked in the nuts. Like he's compromised at that point. You gotta do something.
I love Moreno after the loss too.
Yep.
How well he took it.
For sure.
Like, but fuck, man, what a fight, dude. Real talk. That's up there for fight of the year for sure.
That's gonna be a trilogy fight. Cause draw, and then whoever wins the next one, there's gonna be a rematch. We're gonna get 3 of those. I'm so excited for the next one.
And yo, think about this. They fucking cut Moreno. I remember they wanted to get rid of the division.
Mm-hmm.
And now look at it. Everyone's just like, so like, you almost fucked that up pretty big, bro. Like, you cut Moreno, bro. And the guy's number 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all
you
Figueiredo.
Cut that dude, bro.
That's all Figueiredo, though. Like,
so, Figueiredo, real talk, fucking beast. Real talk, though. That guy's super impressive.
one of the most exciting fighters to watch. Like, super, super good.
Not a huge fan of the fucking streak on the dome, but whatever, dude.
Would you know that's from?
No.
If you Google God of War.
Are you just gonna make me look like an idiot now? Right?
No, dude.
No, okay.
If you Google God of War, it's like a super, super classic PlayStation game. And the main character's name is Kratos. And he's got that haircut and he's fucking nuts.
So it is stupid as I thought it was.
Nah, dude. See, I grew up on God of War and that shit is sick, dog.
Fuck out of here, son.
Also,
you
that
do your shit
nickname,
after video games, bro?
God of War, Davison Figueiredo. Get out of my face, bro. That's hard. That's like the hardest name in the sport.
No, Soldier of God. We went through.
That's
this
pretty fucking good too.
Or yesterday, last week.
Best nicknames.
I gotta think.
Soldier of God, God of War.
I'm gonna forget some. I need to like. There's some really good ones. Obviously,
I think Funkmaster is fucking hilarious.
Fuck, man, I can't.
Funkmaster.
I can't even think of any right now, dude.
That's because you're cooked, bro.
Yeah, that's true though.
But
I must see. There's got to be someone's got to have already done this. Best MMA nicknames.
Google right now. Like some of them are weak, bro. Like the hybrid was Brennan. Okay, Korean Zombie's pretty sick.
I do a big fan of Korean Zombie.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. Although I think it's a little aggressive to actually change your legal name to the Korean Zombie.
He probably gets way too much pussy, and he just has to roll that way, dog.
Yeah, that's
He's
a
like,
little far,
I get
bro.
way too much pussy with this name. It's happening.
That's a little far.
Don't blame him one bit.
Sexy Yama. That's a
I gotta pass on that
hilarious
one,
name, dude. Yo, this is a weak ass list, bro. The number 1 name is Sexy Yama, and then Korean Zombie.
Who is No Face Boku?
I have no clue.
These are some super weak ass names, bro.
Yeah.
Rampage Jackson. Oh, the Prodigy BJ Penn. Dope.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's fucking that's pretty dope, bro.
Big Country, I think is hilarious.
Oh, Wanderlei the Axe Murderer Silva. Come on.
Dude, I think God of War is better, bro.
Fedor the Last Emperor Emelianenko.
That's dope.
That's not bad. Stefan American Psycho Bonner.
That's dope. Dude, you ever heard this guy? So this guy went 5-6 in the UFC back in like 2013. His name's Rick Pfeiffer. He's ginger, red hair. His nickname is Rick the Ginger with Intent to Injure.
Not bad, dog. Not bad. Too bad you got your ass whooped, son.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
Boss El Guapo Rutin.
That's fucking funny.
Cyborg.
Yeah. Joey the Mexicutioner Beltran. That's fucking good too.
Marcus the Irish Hand Grenade Davis.
There's some good
Filipino
names.
wrecking machine, Mark Munoz.
Dude, there's some funny shit.
Yeah, there's not some bad ones.
Ginger with the intent to injure. Dude, that is my favorite thing in the fucking world right now. Rick Pfeiffer. I wonder what this dude's doing now. He went 5-6 in the UFC. MMA.
Yeah, I gotta go Soldier of God's my favorite, dog.
Yeah, Soldier of God goes hard.
But yeah, there's some other good ones, I guess, for sure.
The other fight on the card that was nuts. Tony Ferguson versus Olivera.
Yeah, we talked about that on the card or on the pod a little bit, but let's talk
a little
about
bit. The biggest thing that I took away from it, there's two things I took away from it. Primarily, one makes me really stoked for a bunch of upcoming fights, and the other one makes me really, really sad. We can go with the sad one first. Tony Ferguson would have got his ass whooped by Khabib. It wouldn't have been close. Like, Khabib would have mauled Tony Ferguson.
Agreed, yeah.
Like, that breaks my heart. Like, Tony is so good on his back, and he looked like he had no idea what he was doing against Olivera. Like, he got worked, bro.
What's that? 8 in a row for Olivera?
Yeah. He's on a streak, legitimate streak. So congrats to him. I think he gives everyone in that division the dick, apart from Khabib.
Did you think, I don't know, we talked about it, but I don't remember do you think Khabib is coming back?
I think so. I think if Olivera makes a run and beats his next two opponents, which I think Justin Gaethje is the next fight for him. I've also seen who's the guy who came over from Bellator? Jesus Christ, he's been waiting for a fight. Holy shit, he was the alternate for Justin and Khabib.
I can't remember, bro.
What's his name? Holy shit.
I'm filling out my pen right now. You think you're asking me these questions, dog? Come on, man.
Alternate.
Look at me right now.
For Khabib, Justin. Anyways, Michael Chandler. Jesus Christ. I think that'd be a sick fight too.
Doesn't a lot of people want to crack at this guy?
Yeah, because he's Bellator's champ, right?
So why hasn't he got no play yet then? What's taking so long?
Well, he was the alternate for the Khabib Justin, like right, which is like 2 months after he got signed, and then now they're setting up a fight.
Okay.
But I think Oliver beats the shit out of everyone apart from Khabib, which is dope. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the upcoming slate that got released for January. And dude, there are some fucking fights.
Second card is the Connor, right?
I think it's the first card. Although I could be wrong on that. Yeah, okay, here it is. First, so on January 16th, you have Max Holloway versus Calvin Kattar. On the 20th, which is 4 days later, you have Leon Edwards versus Chimaev.
Right, yeah.
And then 3 days after that, you have Dustin versus Connor.
Fuck.
Bro, that is a sick week of fights. That's wild.
No complaints there, man.
Yeah, no shit.
That's dope.
I'm so excited for that week.
It's a good way to bring in the new year.
100%.
All these are in Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, they're all in Abu Dhabi. I'm so pumped for that fucking week, dude.
I seen Dana come out and say they've conducted roughly 26,300 COVID tests with a positivity rate of 0.8, and the cost in the neighborhood is 17 million.
That's
just on COVID tests.
17 million.
Just on COVID tests, bro.
Really? Why is that so expensive?
That's what it costs, I guess, dog.
Dude, you just get swabbed. I guess you got to send it to a lab.
26,300 of them he's done. So divide that by 17 million.
We'll do it right now, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, that's what he said.
17 mil divided by 26,000? That's $653 per test. That seems like outrageous. I guess though
that's the number.
They've been doing it like right from the very beginning. It was probably more expensive at the beginning.
Maybe, I don't know.
So
maybe over there. Maybe over there.
Yeah,
that
more. Too, I guess. Because you probably
I seen that. I was just like, God damn, you know.
It might factor in like the staff that's required to run the actual test too, because you have like probably a group of like 10 people between
doctors,
getting the results,
nurses,
analyzing the results, all that stuff.
Oh
right?
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense.
All encompassing.
That makes sense. What else you want to talk about, bro? That's pretty much it for fights.
We had the Wonder Boy.
Oh yeah, I have not watched that fight.
Oh, okay.
Did you?
Yeah, I watched it. Pretty much dominated Jeff Neal. 50-45 all across the board. But he came. Sorry, Wonder Boy. He had broken both hands in his last fight with Vicente Luque, and then hurt his collarbone, which suffered which delayed his return. So he came back, looked pretty good. He's got that style that we've talked about before.
He's so much fun to watch.
He is.
He's so unorthodox.
I don't mind him actually, and it kind of puts him back into that contender spot. Maybe I think he was ranked 5th, I believe.
If he
now he said he wants to. He's like, I want to see NMF, the nicest motherfucker, versus the BMF.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty dope. Called him out in the nicest way possible. So him and Jorge, I ain't mad at that, bro.
Dude, I think that'd be a sick fight.
Also, Jose Aldo, Marlon Vera, they fought.
Low key, I think Wonder Boy might win that fight.
I got Jorge.
Like, I know Jorge's sick,
Masvidal,
but like,
put some money on it.
Yeah, I'm down. Like,
the
reason I think that, sorry,
no, go ahead. Yeah,
I think that Wonder Boy presents such a unique problem when it comes to the stand-up game.
He's long and lanky too. That boy.
He's so unorthodox, and like, apart from the Pettis fight, which he was absolutely shit kicking Pettis until he got caught.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he lost what three in a row. He lost to Tyron.
That's right. Tyron.
I think Till and then Pettis, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. You're right.
So like the Pettis one, I say is a wash. The Till one is like, okay, he straight up got beat that fight, but like, okay, you lost to Darren Till and Tyron Woodley. Like, he's one of the
nothing to be ashamed of.
Top 3-5 guys in that division. Like, so he at any point in time can make a run at the belt, and I'd love for him to get it. But the reason I think he beats Masvidal is he's so unique in terms of the problem he presents.
Oh yeah, like no one fights like him.
Nope.
So very hard to train for. You can't get you can get whoever you want in, but to replicate that style is like almost impossible.
100%, dude.
So
although I think
it'll be a fucking fire fight though.
Fuck yeah, I think he does not ever get to the title though, unfortunately, because Gilbert Burns, Colby, and Usman just put him on the ground and fuck him up.
Yeah, but hey, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Fuck,
Nope.
You're one of the best fighters, in your division. Hey, it's not bad. Not a bad gig, right?
Fuck yeah.
Did you see fucking Marlon Moraes get fucking KO'd, son?
Yeah,
Holy
dude.
fuck.
He got put down, bro.
Bro. Unbelievable, man. He caught him a few times. I don't mean to laugh, but fuck, he had him going silly, though. You know what I'm saying? But Rob Font coming back from an injury, too.
That division's so stacked, bro. It's wild.
Yeah, and then also Greg Hardy fucking suffered a TKO.
Dude, he got.
You see how tired that guy was
bro.
after?
It was not a good fight, bro.
Well, that guy was gasping for air like Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Whatever, it is what it is. He's that guy's just so lost on the ground.
Yeah, he's a hard guy to root for, man. Didn't he beat the shit out of his girlfriend or something?
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, I would not feel
not
bad
of the highest character,
Yeah, he's a piece of shit, so fuck him.
So, yeah.
I also, to be honest with you, I also kind of like it when like athletes from other sports come over to MMA and just get their ass handed to you. Like, because there's a lot of people who don't take fighting seriously. Like, look at Nate Robinson, for example, right? Like, you can't just come into this and think you're just gonna be okay. Like,
well, who's that? CM Punk. I came from WWE.
Yeah, he got put down, bro. Like, and against like almost amateurs, like 1-0 guys. You know what I mean? Like
CM Punk. Oh fuck, gotta edit that.
What? You drop an M-bomb?
Yeah.
You piece of shit, bro.
Yo, did you hear USADA suspended Yair Rodriguez 6 months to a whereabouts violation? Meaning they couldn't find him.
So what do you mean? Explain.
So obviously they wanted to drug test him. Couldn't find him. He's on the run.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, okay, suspended.
Oh. Okay. I forget who said this, and this is a super valid point. Because he got a 6-month suspension, right? If you're on roids, right?
Yeah.
And you know you're on roids, and they're coming knocking at your door, just run. Because they can't prove you're on it. You just get 6 months instead of 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, right? So
Why don't
they
you go
just,
to Thailand and Russia like the rest of them, dude?
yeah, you know,
Be smart about
but
it.
what I'm saying is like giving them just a 6-month suspension, I think promotes the use of steroids.
Well, I'll be like, okay, I can be on the sauce for a few more months now.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's like, okay, I'm gonna be on the sauce for 6 months, and then I'm gonna get it tested, and then just run. It's like, say you don't want to fight for a year. Say you're injured up, you just get on the sauce while you're injured, recovering, and you just get a full year in. Yeah, I get a 6-month suspension. Who gives a fuck, right? And you get a full recovery. You're on the sauce, and you come back stronger.
Show program.
Exactly, dude. He's gonna come back yoked, yoked, bro.
One last quick thing here on MMA.
Yeah.
Holly Holmes Cornerman arrested on charges of raping one of the women he was training.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Might be on camera, and she may have passed out. Those are not 100%, but that's what I'm hearing. So allegedly.
Shit, bro.
But yo, Holly Holmes, time to look for new corner people.
Yeah, apparently.
Real
dude.
talk.
What a piece of work.
Well, you know he ain't gonna go to the preacher's daughter, son.
No.
One head kick, he's
yo,
done.
That's like that chick in Brazil. I remember she was like a pro MMA fighter.
Oh yeah, just whooped
That
buddy.
dude came up behind her, like tried to grab her ass, and she just fucked that dude up, bro. That video is hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's heavy.
You want to talk about some of these games, bro, this weekend?
Yeah.
Did you watch any of these games?
I watched. I usually watch the. I watched like the. If I can't actually watch the games, I watch like the 20-minute version of every single game.
Oh, dope.
And so I try and do that every week if I don't watch them. Which one you want to talk about?
Jets, Jets.
Dude, okay, how the fuck are you gonna fuck up tanking and miss on Trevor Lawrence, bro?
Probably the worst win in franchise history.
Yeah, dude. Like, are you?
Yeah. No, real talk. So,
Because the Jags aren't winning a game this season.
for those who don't know, so the updated draft order is Jags 1, Jets 2, Bengals 3, Panthers 4, Falcons 5.
Mm-hmm.
And we got 2 weeks to go. So they
Jags
came into LA and beat the Rams 20-20.
Which is not a good look for my Rams.
That first half, they were fucking in the Rams backfield so often.
Yep. Which is weird because the secondary is like the Rams' biggest strength.
Yeah, and so here's the thing. They opened the game with a touchdown. That's the 8th game in a row they scored in their opening drive. For a team that's so shitty to be that consistently good in the beginning of the game. And, like, we all know in the beginning or after halftime, your first 20 plays are scripted, right? It's what do you do after that? That's, like, what's going to happen, right? So, but it does show that they're always really good at the beginning of the game. As much as I shit on Adam Gase.
As you should.
Yeah, for sure, as we should. Rams only had 3 points in the first half. Jets blocked the punt and had that sick one-arm pick by Bryce Hall.
Yeah, I saw that.
So they turned those 2 turnovers into 6 points. So the Jets, the first half, they scored a touchdown, kicked a field goal, blocked a punt, picked off Goff, and kicked another field goal. That was their first half.
It's good.
So obviously huge win. Like the players are never gonna tank.
No.
You
Being
could
on
tell
an
in that
0-16
second half,
team, bro.
You could tell in that second half the Rams are like, fuck, we can't lose to these guys.
Mm-hmm.
You don't, and that's on the flip side. You don't ever want to be the team that fucking gets upset and gives up the first win to these guys. Because, like, you don't think other teams from weeks later are going to be clowning these guys for losing to the Jets.
For sure they are, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm clowning them right now.
So, shout out to Marcus May. You see that at the end with, like, about 3.5 minutes. He had that tip at the end. Like, that was a game-saving play. He's a really good player on that team. And Rams, they had a lot of chances to go ahead. Webster's punt return, he could have had a touchdown, got tackled by the punter. Another thing you're never going to live down in the film session. You're going to get clowned huge for that. So, but give the Jets credit, man.
The interesting thing about this is, like, for me, the draft implications.
Yep.
Holy shit. Obviously Trevor Lawrence, like, there's very few guys that are like, this guy is going to change a franchise. coming out of college. Andrew Luck was one of those guys. Like, you just knew no matter where he went, he was going to be successful.
He's one of the best prospects ever in football.
Ever. And, Joe Burrow, unreal prospect. Number
John
one.
Elway.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, guys like Joe Burrow, guys like Baker Mayfield coming out of college have tons of hype, and they're, like, well-deserved number one picks. But Trevor Lawrence is so far above these other guys coming out of college. Like, this is a potentially once, like, a generation type talent.
Oh, he's generational for sure. I don't think it's as big as a gap as some people, though.
Compared to
I think there's a lot of good quarterbacks in this draft.
Justin Fields.
And Justin Fields is super sick. Bro.
Really, really good, dude.
If you, I don't think the gap is that big.
You don't think so?
To be honest, no, I don't think so. I think Justin Fields, like, and everyone's like, oh fuck, Jets fucked up, and yeah, okay, yeah, I know, I get Trevor Lawrence is the guy, but let's not forget, Tua went 5. Mahomes went 10. It's not necessarily the first guy that's always. Josh Allen was like, I can't remember what quarterback he was taking in that draft with Lamar.
Dude, Jalen Hurts went second round. He looks sick.
So it's not like Justin Fields is not going to be good. Like, I would have no problem taking Justin Fields.
Okay, so this is my question: is if you're the Jets now, obviously, like, no matter what quarterback you have, apart from Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and maybe Lamar Jackson, maybe there's like 5-6 quarterbacks who you would take over drafting Trevor Lawrence, in my opinion, in the NFL. Like, he's that good of a prospect to me.
Trevor Lawrence is that good of a prospect?
Yeah. There's maybe 5 quarterbacks who I'd keep over drafting Trevor Lawrence, is what I'm saying. So if you're the Jets, 100% drop Sam Darnold and take Trevor Lawrence. But now, you are giving up. So, okay, here's the question. Fucking stoned right now. Is drafting Justin Fields worth it? Or do you trade down, get a bunch of picks, a bunch of players, and you roll with Sam Darnold?
Or you don't even have... Well...
Because the Jets have holes everywhere. And Sam Darnold, to me, is a good QB.
I think Sam Darnold's good, too, but you have to not have Gase come back, obviously. Mm-hmm. So it all depends. Like, I heard the Jets were in play for Matt Rule a few years ago, and they said no because he wanted to bring his own assistants in. Like, this is the problem with that franchise. Like... He's going to do great in Carolina, mark my words. So it's just stupid decisions like that.
With a brand new quarterback, he's doing great.
By the Jets, it's just ridiculous. So
what do you think? If you're a Jets GM, do you stick with Darnold, trade down and get a bunch of pieces, fire Adam Gase and go from there? Which, to me, like, if you're a head coach, like, it's not ideal, but it's a good job.
Yeah, there's that tackle that everyone's... There's that tackle or guard that's going to go number 2.
Because, like, in order to... Like, there's a lot of teams who need quarterbacks. And like you said, Justin Fields is a really, really good QB.
Oh, a lot of teams are...
And so, like, they'd pay up the yin-yang. You'd get probably 2 first-rounders and maybe,
well, if you're that confident in Darnold, then, yeah, that's the play you make 100%.
But I'm asking you, are you that confident in Darnold? I am. That's the play I'd make. Obviously, I'd draft Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I think I am. I'd be in on that. But, like... I think Justin Fields will be a better player than Darnold, though. So I would do what Arizona did and draft another quarterback. Sorry, Darnold. Honestly, I think I would.
Yeah?
I just think Fields is that good. And I'm not saying Darnold won't be good, but I think Fields is better than Darnold.
Don't you think, though, that Fields is going to... Like, Fields is going to... To me, the way I look at it is Fields is going to go through the
Someone will give me picks for Darnold.
Yeah.
So I'll get something. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many teams that someone will give me something for Darnold, for sure.
Well, you think he'd get a first-rounder?
Yeah, depending on the team, I think he might be able to. He's so young still.
Because for me, it's like you're basically just swapping out Justin Fields and Sam Darnold in the sense that you're still going to have all the same problems that Darnold has, where he just doesn't have a team around him. Whereas...
But the problems will be gone with Gase, I think. He doesn't develop players. So.
You think so? You think Gase is that big
They have
problem?
to nail the next coach. And do I have confidence in them doing that? I don't. So, like, you could have the good quarterback all you want, but you need to have the marriage of the head coach and quarterback to be successful.
Yep, 100%.
Right? And you see it with Belichick, Brady. Tomlin, Roethlisberger for like the early part and later part in their year. Not now necessarily, obviously, with the 3-game losing streak. So that's important. And like, look at Baker. He's found that marriage with Stefanski. You could totally see it. Josh Allen, Sean McDermott.
Yep.
Obviously, Mahomes, Reed. Russell Wilson, Pete Carroll. So that's the key. And Gase isn't the guy. So this is the critical part here. If you decide to keep him, or it's whoever it is, even if you don't keep him, whoever the quarterback is, you got to have the right coach. So that's
no matter what you do,
on.
you drop Gase.
So, he can't come back. No,
but
definitely not.
It's the Jets, so I bet you next season we see Gase still coaching.
So Jets entered as a 17-point underdog, and it's the second largest upset win during the Super Bowl era.
Really?
Yeah. So only the 2008 Lions and the 2017 Browns are going to be the undefeated teams. Mm-hmm. And they did a great job on Aaron Donald. He was basically invisible this game. He only got pressured 3 times, his lowest all season. So Sean McVay after said he was super embarrassed and sick to his stomach, as he should be. But they'll bounce back. So they play the Seahawks this week, I think. That's
That'll be a
good
crazy
game, man.
Really good game.
I
want to touch, since we're talking about head coaches, if you're LA Chargers ownership, do you keep the head coach there?
Fuck no.
I completely agree. I think he's done a really bad job.
Yo, actually, it's not even a bad job that he's done. It's fucking embarrassing, man. I have it on my nose here.
Because for me, if you look at the stats, I think they've lost 8 games within a possession. Which to me, like, your job as a coach is to, like, obviously you're going to do, some of it's based on player skill level, but your job is to eke out points by making smart decisions and making the right calls, the right personnel, the right coaching, right? Realistically, if you're losing by a percentage, that means the coaching staff did a better job than you because they're eking out that extra little bit of their players, game plan, whatever, right?
Right.
To lose 8 games that are that close, to me, that screams coaching. That's not a player issue. That's not a roster issue. That's all coaching.
So, what was it? Okay, I got it here. So with 20 seconds left in the first half, I believe this was against the Patriots. I could have this wrong, but when they ran the ball on a 3rd and 1 and were stopped short, and do you remember when they tried to get the field goal team on, but they couldn't get the other offense off? Mm-hmm. It was just ridiculous. Ended up coming away with no points. Mm-hmm. Special teams, they had the wrong number of players on the punt coverage team 3 out of the 4 times. Mm-hmm. And so that was against New England. And the week previous against the Bills, he was trailing 17-6 at the half, facing a 3rd and 9. Justin Herbert completed a pass to Eckler, tackled inbounds. Rather than take a timeout, which he had 2 left, he lets 15 or 20 seconds go and then calls a timeout. So on the next play, on a 4th and 2, he elects to punt. So if you're going to punt, why are you calling a timeout? Mm-hmm. This is very just stupid calls. Also, at the end of that game, too, there was a 1st and goal at the Buffalo 2 with 25 seconds left. They run Eckler up the middle, even though they're down by 10, and had no timeouts remaining. He gets stopped at the 1-yard line. These are all just bonehead plays. So, he cannot be back. I'm sorry. I like the guy and all, but you can't come back, dog. No.
And I think this is interesting. This offseason is going to be super interesting because you have 3 head coaching jobs that to me are super attractive. You have the Jets, which we've talked about, and we give reasons why it's attractive. The Chargers, obviously, you have a built-to-win team with Justin Herbert, who's crushing and smashing rookie records right now. He's insane.
Yo, when they
And
get
then
all the
Trevor
players
Lawrence
back
on
on
the Jets.
defense, on the Chargers too, like they're gonna be really good.
Yep,
Like,
they're built to
like
win now,
Keenan
man.
Allen, the receivers are fucking sick.
Yep.
Eckler's sick. They got
Yep.
a really good team, dude.
Yep. And then you have the Jags, who obviously are getting Trevor Lawrence.
That's gonna be the worst. Like I would want Trevor Lawrence in New York, not Jacksonville.
Same, but I'm
Fuck.
saying as a coach, knowing you're set at quarterback is such a nice luxury, and those three teams are all set up really well. So I have no faith. The funny thing is, I have no faith in any of them on landing a good coach. But if I was a coach, like who's some big coaches that are out there, like Urban Meyers is available. He's come out of retirement.
Lincoln
before.
Riley.
Right? There's some big coaches who could come back. Like I'd want to coach Justin Herbert in that Chargers team, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Living in LA too, like it's such a good coaching job, in my opinion. Like I think someone should jump on it.
I heard like someone was making the argument that Bill Belichick go start all over again in Jacksonville and get Trevor Lawrence and do it that way, but he'll never leave New England.
No, bro. He's so loved there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so Jets to fuck it up in the end and not get the pick, and that's why you sucked all my life.
Pretty much.
You want to talk a bit about the Seattle game? That
Yeah, let's do it.
yeah, because I just want to get to something near the end. So
Yep, give her.
So basically, Seattle, they built up a big lead, ended up hanging on 20-15, right?
Yep.
Haskins, okay.
We got to give props. He looked good in the second half, dude.
I was like, yo,
He looked good, bro.
it's a wrap. I'm like, this bum's coming in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And especially when he's like throwing for 55 times, I'm like, it's gonna be easy. And of course, he brings them back 20-3. It was like in the fourth quarter, start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
right?
dude.
So okay, yeah, he was 38-55 for 295, a TD and 2 picks, right? Wilson, this is the Washington defense. He only had 121 yards. Their run game was really good. I think they had like the second highest run game of the year, 180 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So
Stupid high. Washington's a legit team, bro.
yo, okay, coming into the game, Seattle was third in points. Their Washington D was 6th. Seattle's passing yards per game was 7th. Washington's D was 3rd.
Yeah.
Red zone TD percentages, both were 2nd. Passer rating, Seattle was 4th, Washington was 7th. Like, yeah, it was strength on strength, bro.
Yep. Super fun game. If you like defensive games.
Back-to-back sacks on the last drive there to pretty much seal the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jamal Adams, he has 9.5 sacks now, which sets a single-season record for defensive back. Everyone remember in the beginning of the year, all those picks and players. I don't hear anyone complaining anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So he looks good, looks healthy, which is a huge difference. Dunlap's obviously made a huge difference. Now, here's the thing. Dwayne Haskins, after the football game, where does he get busted?
And see us.
Maskless, hanging out with a bunch of strippers.
What a dumbass, dude.
So, gets pictures taken, obviously, of him.
I didn't see this at all.
And, idiot. Like, this is why you're a shitty quarterback.
And this is also why Ron Rivera is benching your ass.
So he said in a tweet after he spoke with Ron Rivera, took responsibility for putting the team at risk. Went on to say it was irresponsible and immature. I accept responsibility for my actions and apologize to teammates for creating a distraction. So he now set his Twitter account to private. It's like, of course, because you don't want to see you partying with all these bitches, bro.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? So
what's annoying about this is, like, I'd understand if you were out of the playoff race and weren't doing anything, but you can win the division and go to the playoffs. Like, and you got benched, and this is your chance to come back. You'd think you'd be super motivated and not be a dumbass.
you think you James Harden, son? Get the fuck out of here,
What a
man.
chode, dude.
So here's another thing. He was already fined earlier this year for violating coronavirus, right?
Yeah.
Protocols. And do you remember last year, this dumbass went and took a selfie with a fan before the game ended? He was supposed to be in, I think Case Keenum had to come in and take the last snap. Like, this is why you're a shit quarterback, dog. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You ain't going to make it, man. You're not going to last, unfortunately. Which sucks because clearly, like, you look at that fourth quarter, like, he has talent. And if he actually applied himself, like, he could be a legit QB, but...
You lost your job to somebody that has 1.5 legs.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Tom Brady whooping that ass again to the Falcons, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's just mean, son. Okay, like, so he was down 17 twice. And if whoever doesn't remember, they were down 28-3 to the Super Bowl to this exact same team. So he came back, won 31-27 on Sunday.
Yep.
And I'm thinking at this point, he should adopt Matt Ryan as his son. Because he's going to be calling Tom Brady daddy for the rest of his motherfucking life, son.
No shit. It's fucking funny.
And it was crazy, though, because, like, the first half, Matt Ryan was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady, 70 yards in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Second half, totally different. Tom Brady goes for 21-29, passes for 320 yards and 2 TDs in the second half. That's the most second half yards by any QB this year.
Mm-hmm.
They came out after halftime, scored on 5 straight possessions. And that was it for Atlanta. Like, real talk, I got to be super embarrassed if I'm them. They've now lost 4 games this season where they had a 95% win probability or higher.
Yeah, dude. They've blown, I think it was 5 leads.
And
I think all of them were over 10 points, too. Like
Brown got his first touchdown, the game-clinching one, too, on the long bomb, too. So he finally got in the end zone.
One other guy I want to give a quick shout-out to, too.
Yeah.
It was good seeing him get a TD is Des Bryant.
Oh, yeah.
It was dope.
Yeah.
It was
through
dope
the X
seeing
up,
Des,
for sure.
100%.
It's been since 2017,
It's
bro.
3 years.
So
It's just
definitely
dope
good to see
stories
him
like that.
put the X up, you know?
Straight up.
The Chiefs Saints, you catch any of that shit?
Yes, I did.
Pretty wild game.
Super wild game. Drew
Brees
Brees
sucked
stinking
shit.
it up. Yeah, dude, it was not good.
Mahomes, 254 with 3 touchdowns. So Chiefs won 32-29. Brees, yeah, he had 3 TDs, but completed less than half of his passes.
He did not look good.
Picked off, and a lot of drop picks too.
Yeah.
So
He just looked like he was forcing the ball.
it looks like he's still really injured. Let's be real here. That wasn't a healthy Drew Brees for sure. They missed their chance of clinching the division now too. So there were some stupid fucking plays in this game too, though. You had first with the Chiefs up 14-7, you had the fumble at the end of the half that if Anzalone could just fall on it, it's a tie game.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe shifts momentum. Do they win? I don't know, but it changes the momentum for sure. They had to settle for that safety, was it? Yeah, It was a safety. So that kind of took some steam out. And then when they were up 15-14, the Saints, that is, he had that pass to McCole Hardman in the corner of the end zone, that little touch that I honestly do not know. That's probably the one of the best throws I've ever seen him throw. It was ridiculous. He bought time rolling to the left and threw just a touch in, like, he had the littlest window. It was pretty. I thought he was throwing it away. So, yeah, I don't know. Credit to him.
He's so impressive what he can do with the ball.
It's crazy. Every time the Saints scored, they would just come back and just answer just like that. Yep. It's just like, I don't know if you're just toying with him.
I heard an interesting theory on the Saints. I think it was Colin Cowherd. He was saying that they feel like the Golden State Warriors the other year.
28, the Kevin Durant. The Golden State
where
Warriors.
It's like a lot of times you watch their games and they don't even look like they're trying, and because of it, their games are close when they shouldn't be. Like, that felt like one of the games where Drew Brees is playing like shit. Like, that felt like it should have been a 50-29 blowout. You know what I mean?
Yo, no Michael Thomas. Drew Brees played like shit, and it was only a 3-point game.
Yeah. Like, it didn't feel like it should have been.
The last 6 against the spread, the Chiefs have not covered.
Nope.
And what was it here, too? So, their last 6 games, the margin of victory, 2 points, 4 points, 3 points, 6 points, 6 points, 3 points. First team in history to win 6 straight games by fewer than 6 points or fewer.
Yeah, it's wild.
So
that being said, am I betting against them for the Super Bowl? Nope. But they do look like the Warriors, man. They don't look like they're playing as well as they could be.
And, like, I don't know if you can just turn it on like that every time. I know they have. But I don't know. This is another disgusting stat, too. This one's just ridiculous. So, since 2019, they're 8-1 after falling behind by 10 points or more.
Yeah, it's fucked.
The rest of the NFL is 68, 356, and 1. That's a 160 percentage. He had an 888 percentage, bro.
That's so fucked up.
That's just so wrong, man. Like, It's fucking ridiculous, man. And they're 15-1 on the road in the last 2 seasons.
Yep.
Their last loss was to the Titans last year. They're a perfect 8-0 this year on the road.
It's impressive, man. It's really impressive.
And in the first half, Saints played 2 high safety, and it was working. They were containing him. They pressured him 40% of his dropbacks. That's the highest the Chiefs have given up all season.
Mm-hmm.
They almost they were doing everything right, and you still just can't hold them under the 30 points.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't score 30 against them, you don't have a chance. That's the first thing you got to do. You got to score 30, and you got to keep Mahomes.
Which is
you have
so
to have a good
hard
run game
because they have a solid defense. It's not easy to score 30 points. You look at Seattle, they have one of the top rated offenses, and they were held to 20 points. It is hard to score points in the NFL, especially against top rated teams, and you have to score 30 points to even just somewhat be competitive with the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, that's a 30. Scoring 30 is a must to beat them. Scoring 30, having a good run game to keep Mahomes on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key. Because as soon as he gets on, he's going to score against you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
That being said, who do you think matches up well with them in the playoffs then? My 2 teams are obviously the Browns and Titans, who can control the clock.
Browns
and Titans, because
both got
the
sick run games,
and the Colts.
Can we talk about that Derrick Henry stiff arm? Did you see that?
Dude, the second one this year, bro. He's such a savage. This rule of runners being able to stiff arm to the face is my favorite addition to the rules in history, bro.
First of all, I don't know why guys don't slap the arm first. It's easy to say over here being an armchair quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But
that man is so strong, bro.
Fuck, I can't remember. Okay, whoever the guy's name was, sorry for the disrespect, don't remember. But I would literally tell my mom not to watch the highlights. I really would, because the level of disrespect, son.
Imagine if his kid was in the stands watching that.
Ridiculous. He had 150 yards. He's the
savage.
4th running back to go back to back in NFL history, 1,500 and 15 TDs, 1,500 yards and 15 TDs. So. The guy's a fucking beast, man.
He's a savage. Okay, one other thing I wanted to touch too.
Yeah.
I fucking forget his name. Juju Smith-Schuster, after dancing after dancing on the Cincinnati logo, after teams have been calling him up for not doing it, got laid the fuck out by Von Bell, bro.
Juju coming in said he has no plans to stop dancing on the opposing team's logo before the games. I'm not going to stop being myself, he said. I'm going to keep being Juju that I can be. This is something I've been doing, and I plan to keep doing it. If anyone who has played sports knows that if you're on the other team's opposing logo, it's a sign of disrespect.
That's a no-go.
And you just don't do it. It's a known thing. So Von Bell called him out on it, and he said, someone needs to hit this guy real hard. And boy, did the opportunity present itself near the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, bro, he laid his ass.
Catches one across the middle, and Von Bell lit that guy up. And at first they call it incomplete pass, and then it was a fumble.
Almost run in for a TD.
Karma's a bitch, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody came out after and said Juju has more TikToks 95 than receiving yards in a game this year, 93. So maybe he needs to put down the fucking camera and focus on his game a bit more.
That's hilarious.
Because Claypool's looking better than you, son.
Yeah, straight
and you've
up.
Been there way longer. So,
although I also said this from the beginning of the year, man, I didn't think the Steelers Juju was going to do that well.
I thought he would.
Just because, think about it, right? Claypool's obviously emerged because teams are double teaming Juju, right? He's the number 1 option.
Yeah.
And I think Juju was the benefit of that because of Antonio Brown.
Oh,
That's
for sure.
why he blew up, right? He looked so good these last couple of years because teams were double teaming Antonio Brown and then Hines Ward before that, right? So he's able to play.
But you don't even have to. Teams aren't even doubling Juju. You're not even that good this year.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I thought going into the year he was going to get double the whole season, which at the beginning of the year he was, and then teams picked up on yo, he can't even win one-on-ones.
Shout out Ryan Finley for beating the Steelers.
Yep.
No one saw that shit coming, bro. Bengals and Jets winning. Ridiculous. They got down early. They tried to come back in the second half. Looked a little bit decent coming out of halftime. But they haven't had a run game since week 5. Now, Benny Snell played really good yesterday. Was that yesterday? Or whatever it was, Monday. But, yeah, to be losing to these guys, there's no excuse for sure.
Nope.
They're the 17th team in the NFL history to start 11-0 or better, and the third team among the group to lose 3 straight. And they have to play, I believe it's Tennessee and Browns, so you're going to lose both those games.
Yep.
I think Tennessee is favored in Pittsburgh next weekend.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. 11 wins, though, not a bad season, but the way you go out, you don't want to be going in the playoffs this way.
Losing
I think
5
you could
to
be
6.
a number 5 seed now.
Yep.
Like, shit turns so quick, man. So, and then here's the thing, too, though. I will say this. All those injuries on defense is what hurts more than anything. It's not. I would take a beat up Ben if I could have Dupree back, Spillane back.
Oh, for sure. They play the Colts.
So, sorry, it's Colts and Browns.
But either way, they're still losing games.
Colts are favored.
Yep.
So I think that's the bigger issue. I think for me. Yeah, Ben just a lot of those passes look bad. They're just like floaters. So I don't know.
It was one of the.
It was a great game to watch, though. So
yeah, it was one of the. To me, though, like coming into this, the Steelers were the weakest looking 11-0 win team that I've ever seen.
Yeah, for sure.
It was just hollow wins, and all the wins against good teams were way too close, or the refs, or there was some bullshit, or whatever it was. Like they didn't look like they deserved to be 11-0, and it's shown, right?
So there are 5 possessions in the first quarter: punt, fumble. Punt, fumble.
Tough go.
Roethlisberger had 19 yards passing the first half.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's going to be a shitty ending to their season, let me tell you.
Okay, I got a question for you right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think Chiefs are making the Super Bowl. Who do you think gets to the conference championship with them? I think the Bills.
Yeah, I just want to get into...
The Bills look good, bro.
Bills Mafia, like... I think these guys got some of the best fans in the world.
Dude, they showed up at 1:30 in the morning because they can't go to games. They showed up at 1:30 in the morning chanting MVP for Josh Allen, like thousands of fans on the tarmac.
Clearly, the fans were super drunk, obviously, because...
Always, bro.
And I don't blame them because, A, they're not going to the Super Bowl, and B, Josh Allen's on MVP. But, yo, I get the hype, though, real talk. Jumping through the tables, the ketchup and mustard. Have you seen the ketchup and mustard? Like these guys, they deserve
hilarious.
it, bro. So Allen's 4,000 passing yard season, second Bills QB to do it since Drew Bledsoe, and now, so they've made the playoffs 5 times. No, sorry. Josh Allen was born 6 months after Hall of Fame QB Jim Kelly led the Bills to the last division title. And since the Bills made it to the last Super Bowl, Allen was 2.5 years away from being born.
That's wild.
So it's been a long time coming. He looks so good.
Yep.
And we talked about it earlier. They brought it up in the game about him going to that Jordan Palmer school. And they kind of broke it down where, you think you're a quarterback, you just throw with your arm. But it's actually your hip first.
Everything.
Shoulder second. Arm third.
It's like throwing a punch. You drive from the legs, hip, up through your shoulder, arm.
That's basically what he got retaught. But he is on fire. That offense is sick. The defense finally, they got Milano back. They got Tremaine Edwards back. So they didn't look like the same defense like the last couple of years in the beginning of the year, but they're looking really good now.
Yep.
They're the most, I think, I probably got to say, the most consistent offense in the NFL.
Apart from like the Hail Mary against the Cardinals, their only 2 losses came in week 5 against the Titans, which was a bad loss, and then against the Chiefs the week after. So they could have, apart from the Cardinals loss, if not factoring that because that was wild, they've won 1, 2, 3,
it was
4,
a fluke.
5,
Let's call it what it
7,
was. Yeah.
8 games straight, and they could end the season 15-2.
I think they have 20 first downs in every single game this year. They're the only team to do that.
They're super good, man.
Yeah, their coaches are great. I love that he's can play in the cold. That's a huge thing come these playoffs time because no one wants to go to Green Bay and play there. No one like New England when it's like we had that. What was that Brown games that was super raining this year?
Yep,
I think it
sucks.
was. So when you've already played in that climate, it's a huge fucking plus. Like you got these Florida guys coming down or whatever the case. Like it makes a huge difference, bro.
Fuck yeah. I want to do like a breakdown in 2 weeks of just like playoff predictions when everything's set in stone.
Yeah, sure.
But there's a couple numbers here that I wanted to ask you about. Patrick Mahomes is leading the NFL in yards per game. He's at 4,462. 2 games left. Do you think he makes it to 5,000?
Who is he playing?
I'll look it up right now. Chiefs are right there. He is playing the Falcons and the Chargers. He needs 550 yards.
Yeah, he does it.
I think so too. The second one I wanted to ask you about is Derrick Henry. He is at 1,679 yards, so almost at 1,700 yards.
Yeah, he needs 300 yards to go. Just over 300.
Yeah. Do you think he makes it?
Yes.
I want to see who he is playing though.
It doesn't matter.
Dude, Derrick Henry.
Those stiff arms, it don't matter.
Bro, he's so sick to watch. Who's he playing? Because if he's playing against a good run defense, he's playing the Packers, which he will run on their ass, and he's playing the Texans, and he will run on their ass, bro.
He got it.
He's gonna. There's a like.
Don't say he's gonna win MVP.
No, there's a real good chance I think he wins Offensive Player of the Year though. If he breaks 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
If he breaks that 2,000 yards, I think there's a real strong case for him to win OPY.
And shout out to the Titans for getting him $10 million a year. Mm-hmm. That's fucking a steal. I think that no one really talks about.
Yeah, 100% it is.
Look how that Zeke worked out. Tony Pollard's a way better back, but yet they're paying Zeke all this money.
Zeke right now is number 11th in yards per game. He's sitting at 842.
You gotta look at that gay ass tattoo for the rest of your life. Feed me.
Feed me.
Yeah. Past got kicked out of the playoffs this weekend. Yep. First time since 2008.
Which is a wild stat.
So, whatever. It is what it is. Their success, you're allowed one of these. I don't know what you're gonna do with Cam. He ain't it.
Is where if
his throws looks like he's throwing it into the ground every time. Mm-hmm. It's like intentional grounding every fucking throw, bro.
I think depending on what the Jets do with their QB, I think picking up Sam Darnold if they draft Justin Fields is a good move. I also think picking up Jameis Winston is a good move if the Saints run with Taysom Hill, which at this point they actually might. I'm a big Jameis Winston fan. I think he's one of those guys that just needs to get his shit cleaned up, and he'd be a really good quarterback.
I'm calling Matt Stafford ends up with the Patriots.
You think so?
Yeah.
I can see that.
I don't see Matt Stafford coming back neck year. I'm a fan of his. We talked about this.
Yep. He's solid, man. And it's hard to find solid.
I can see him maybe ending up with the Patriots. That'd be my call. But
we'll see it.
Yeah, so.
Do you want to give...
A couple more weeks left, right?
Yeah, exactly. Only 2 more weeks. Do you want to give quickly, just because the NBA season started today, and we didn't really talk about
Let's do an NBA show next week.
I was going to say, do you want to do a prediction show next week? Go over
everything?
We'll
just talk NBA next week. All next week.
All right,
we'll be a week late, but whatever. It is what it is.
All right, guys. We're at 1 hour and 7. You want to call it? Okay. That was our Water Cooler Wednesday edition. For those who don't know, we do 2 shows a week. Wednesday, we talk sports, which you just listened to. And then Fridays, we haven't come up with a name yet, but it's more just like a fuck around episode, talk about whatever we want. At that point, we record it right after this, so we're usually ripped at this point, which I currently am. So it's a little more relaxed. But follow us on Highly Unlikely Pod on everything. We'll see you all on Friday.
Peace.